EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for February 1st, 2025. It is Saturday, start of the new month, and the weekend video forecast is proudly sponsored by the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania. Annual enrollment has passed, but every day over 10,000 Americans turn 65, and that could be you soon. If you're approaching 65 or planning your retirement, it's the perfect time to get your Medicare options in order. Our friend Kristen, the owner of the KP Agency, is here year-round to help you navigate the Medicare maze, making sure you get the coverage you need and when you need it. Don't trust your decisions to a 1-800 number or a faceless website. Depend on a local reliable source. Call Kristen at 908-329-7140 or visit thekpa.net to get started. They are the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the weekend video forecast. So today we have the cold front that moved through. It's going to be moving through very early this morning, so following that, you're going to have some cold air advection-related wind. Here's that low pressure as we get to late morning. It's way out here and moving off in this direction, so it'll be away from our area. We're going to have mostly sunny skies today. It's going to be much colder. Temperatures are going to be achieved earlier in the day, and temperatures will be slowly falling throughout the day. So you might start in the 30s and end up in the 20s by the time you get to late afternoon. It's going to be one of those kind of days, and also breezy. Starting very early in the morning in the pre-dawn hours, while some of us are still sleeping here, winds picked up. Will pick up around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then just continue all the way through about noon. And during this time, you're going to have some wind gusts 10 to 15 commonly, but you'll have peak gusts in the 20 to 25 range. Might even have some upper 20s to near 30 in a few locations for a few of those hours. But this is going to be going through about noon, and then we start to slowly back off during the afternoon. By the time we get to evening, it is negligible wind, and that goes away. So it's not as long duration or as high as what we just had recently. It's still going to be breezy, and with the falling temperatures, it's not going to be too pleasant outside. But it's not going to be as high wind gust and the power outages and all that stuff that we had from the previous wind event a couple days ago. So once this moves off, we have another system moving off to our north, and this is going to be later in the day on Sunday. Is this Clipper system moving across basically along I-90 here with the chances for snow with that. In our area, there's a warm front that's going to be dragged through here, so it's going to be mostly cloudy for the entire region during the day on Sunday. Can't rule out in far northern areas across northern Pennsylvania here especially, you could get a late day or early evening snow shower as that moves through. Should be insignificant though, and then this will be quickly followed by a cold front once that moves through. So Monday is going to be mostly cloudy with that front still in the vicinity. Now this gradient boundary is way off to the north here, right here. So there's the gradient boundary. So since it's up that high and not south of us, the next system that comes in midweek is going to have a little bit of trouble. Kind of similar to what we had yesterday, where we start off with a wintry mix and then we went over to rain. I do think that's going to be the case for the midweek system as well. Cold front moves through on Monday, so it's going to be mild on Monday. This weekend is basically colder. Today's the coldest day of the 2 weekend days. Tomorrow, as you see, it'll be 33 to 42. Then we're on either side of 50 degrees here on Monday, so it's going to be a lot milder on the opposite side of that warm front, and then slightly cooler on Tuesday until that front moves through. Cold front does, in fact, move through Monday night, and that gradient boundary is going to be setting up south of us on Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning. Your gradient boundary is right here, okay? So low pressure is going to move along that. So by having that gradient boundary there and high pressure sitting right here, it is going to create a little bit of a cold air damming situation at the surface initially, okay? I really think that we're going to start off very similarly to what we did for late Thursday night and Friday morning, where we had some freezing rain. I think that's going to be the case again. This is coming in on late Wednesday and Wednesday evening, and that's going to go through the overnight into early Thursday morning. So you're going to have a freezing rain situation with warm air overriding colder air at the surface. This might be a little bit more active than this one we just had. Okay, might be a little bit more in the way of frozen precipitation. GFS is showing something similar with that. Actually has some sleet in these orangish colors, then freezing rain, and this goes into Thursday morning, and looks like it might be a little bit more on the GFS. But again, these are finally two details that we're going to be talking about throughout the week next week. Right now, it's just that's going to be in the direction of a wintry mix going over to rain, and they both have it going over to rain, and this is going to go into Thursday evening. Okay, so Thursday is going to be another mild day. Wednesday is not. You're only getting the low to mid 30s at best. So you will have some onset wintry precipitation, it looks like. And GFS doing the same thing where it changes to rain and the cold front moves through on Thursday evening. And then we're back to colder temperatures next Friday with partly cloudy skies. So this up and down stuff is going to continue. Weather Weeklies is on Sunday. The Weather Weeklies video is going to discuss the long range outlook that I just put out on Friday, yesterday. And it did have some changes in there as far as temperatures are concerned. These up and down temperatures are going to continue for a while, and I'm going to give you the prospects for winter for the remainder of this winter. Still can happen, but it's going to take one of these gradient boundaries to behave here. There's going to be some other opportunities for gradient overrunning stuff that you could get maybe a front end thump of snow or something like that going. Not the traditional snowstorm per se. We're kind of in this overrunning gradient pattern that's going to stay that way, I think, through at least the middle of the month. And then we'll talk about where we're going from there after that point. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marters. That is your outlook for the weekend of February 1st and 2nd, 2025. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.